Hello and welcome to Take Time. I'm your host, Patrick Marlett. Today we're taking a look at a new watch from an old favorite. Folks tend to lean towards the micro brands that listen to their customers. So, did Wes and Cullen of Nodus watches deliver on those expectations? In past reviews, I've always had a few reservations with their designs, but this time around, I was simply blown away. This is the Nodus Sector Dive. Unlike what I normally do, I don't have any bad notes in regards to this watch, so instead, we can consider this the nitpick section. Although it wouldn't be as utilitarian, I think the Sector would have looked stunning paired on a bracelet with polished center links. Also, it would be nice to trim the case thickness down to as thin as it can get. At nearly 13mm thick, it is a relative big boy. However, this is nothing damning or deal-breaking. Lastly, the date wheel text is rather small. I can foresee reading this being an issue for some. Both the Sector Field and Dive, as we have in today, are new releases for the brand. Each model in the Dive series shares these similar traits. A blacked out DLC-coated 120-click bezel with contrasting lume pip at the 12, color matched seconds and minute hand for better legibility, a circular aperture at the 4:30 position with a straightened date on color matched wheel, and a stepped center dial and minute track. These are intended to be the do-it-all diver for the brand, with a scale that's more reserved than their flagship Avalon, yet as feature-rich as the rest of their ongoing lineup. However, do not let the ticket price or place in Nodus's stable of tool watches fool you. This may well be their best design to date, and should a Sector Air arrive, the best in fleet. Let's start with the eye-pleasing case. There isn't a cut or curve I would change. The case has a stoic look about it, as if it were meant to endure a hard day's work. The lugs are thick, but the angular beveling deceives your eyes into believing they're much thinner, as they conform to your wrist with a slight curve. They're practical as well, with holes drilled out for easy access to the spring bar supporting the excellent bracelet supplied. The bezel of the Sector Dive is oddly my favorite part. Generally, a DLC-coated bezel is seen with a color-matched crown, neither of which is to my taste, but they've foregone the obvious design route and left us with a stand-out look that I actually enjoy. It's a simple, fully graduated design with a series of lines and dots making up its markings. A singular large lume pip, which equally stands out, rests at, well, wherever you decide. It's nice seeing a team willing to break the monotony of dive watch design, something Nodus has become known for. Now for all the things they got so right. The colorized minute hand aids in quickly referencing elapsed time. The large crown makes for easy time and date setting with its superiorly grippy surface, and the date. Why doesn't every watch come this way? It's unobtrusive and well located on the dial. This is something I've been wanting to see more of for years. So, having it here on the Sector is a real treat. Before I get to the verdict, let's take a look at the Sector Dive in Tidal Blue on my 7¼ inch wrist. We spoke, they heard, and here it is. The fruit of all our collective watch desires made ripe. A full maturation of a brand. Wes and Cullen truly care about not only their own design work, but the interest of their consumers. The Nodus Sector Dive strikes the perfect balance between consumer expectation and artistic taste. It's every bit a Nodus and a little something of a micro enthusiast. Great work, team. Now, I'm just waiting for my Benavalon. Again, my name is Patrick Marlett, and thank you for the time.